Hello, you sexy biscuits, and welcome into Dangerous No, this is Burnout 3. I put the wrong disc in. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty excited about this video today. You're probably noticing a lack of menu music. Well, that's because I'd probably get a copyright strike. So instead, here is my rendition of the Burnout 3 intro. We are the lazy generation. I'll just put the Burnout 3 music in the background, it fits pretty well. So you're probably wondering, what is dangerous driving? Well, if you've ever played a Burnout game, you know what this is. This is practically Burnout 3 Reborn, and I'm going to reference Burnout 3 a lot in this video. Not only because this is made by Three Fields Entertainment, by the way, they sent me this review copy, so thank you to them. They worked on Burnout 3, they worked on the original Burnout games. But also because it just looks like Burnout 3, and that is not a bad thing. I loved the menus of Burnout 3. Here is this game, and here is Burnout 3. I think I have this mixed up. It looks so similar. There is one interesting thing, which is over in audio. Now, if you go in here, there is no music when you're driving. You have to authorize a premium Spotify account. Unfortunately, I'm not a millionaire and download all my music off of YouTube. I would never do that. So last night I ended up spending about 2 hours on the sedan class section of the game, and yeah, I ended up getting gold in everything, and if not, it was a platinum. I will not let it go. I will keep retrying until I get either a gold or a platinum. So yeah, I ended up spending quite a lot of time on this one class. So you do have multiple classes: SUV, coupe, supercar, hypercar, and Formula Bloody 1 cars. Now that is going to be terrifying. So as opposed to other videos where they just commentate over pre-recorded gameplay, what we're actually going to do is I'm going to jump into this in the recording so we can experience it together. Now, I really like this game. I'm going to come out and say right now, if you're a fan of the Burnout series, you need to pick this. Look, have you played... That's what they used to ask in the loading screens of Burnout 3. They used to ask you, hey, have you been to this level yet? And you were like, no, because I suck and I can't get there yet. So we need to get 10 takedowns to get a gold, which should be pretty easy. So as you can see, this is very Burnout. Including when you hit someone, that happens. Oh my god, I love this. I will say it did take me a little bit to get used to the handling model in this game. It's a little bit twitchy. I think it's a little bit more twitchy than Burnout 3 was. It definitely doesn't feel as smooth as Burnout 3. It definitely takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you're used to it, it does feel really good. Yeah, oh! Something you may have noticed, yeah, wrecks stay on the road, which was not a thing in the old Burnout games. So yes, you can end up accidentally running into a wrecked car, and that makes for some pretty epic races and road rages. Okay, so I'm going to be careful here. Nearly died. Okay, we're fine. Okay. I thought this may be the best way to just show you, because I don't think I could explain my feelings for this game by just showing you pre-recorded gameplay. I needed to experience it with you so I could show you how bloody good it feels and how fun it is. Now this game, I ended up getting a review code, as I said earlier, from Three Fields Entertainment. I ended up getting an epic game store key. Yay, so happy right now. So yes, unfortunately, it is only available on PC on there. I'm not sure if this is going to be a limited thing, or if it is going to be coming to Steam soon. I really hope so, personally. But it is available on the Xbox One and PS4, so if you are looking for it on there, and it also is enhanced, so it runs at 60 on the Xbox One X and PS4 Pro. Now, personally, I would recommend playing this at a high frame rate, because that's how the old Burnout games used to run. They used to run, I'm pretty sure they used to run at 60, and they looked bloody amazing. Oh! Now, there is one thing I do miss, and that's the fact that if you get a signature takedown, like if I'd rammed him into the ocean then, now in Burnout 3 I would have got like a thing pop up saying, signature takedown, you threw them into the ocean, gone fishing, or whatever they used to say. That is not a thing in this game, unfortunately, so we do not have that, which I really hope they could possibly add. Oh my god, did I just get a triple takedown? Holy crap! Whoa! Ho! Okay, there are quite a few cars on the road. Okay, we'll just dodge those. One thing I do like is the cars in the distance flash their headlights at you so you can see where they are, so you can kind of plan ahead to dodge them. Okay, I think I may have beaten my high score. 13. No, I think I had 15 before. So yeah, that's Road Rage. That is the mode I would have got this game for alone. I don't generally play anything else in the Burnout games. I just load up Road Rage and just play it because, good God, it's fun. In terms of the different game modes that are in the game, you have race. Obviously, race is just race. I will say that the rubber banding is quite bad. They are constantly behind you, and I'm not too fond of that. I do like getting ahead, and that definitely comes into play in the face-off levels. You can actually get way ahead of the other person. But yes, you've also got Pursuit, which is a police takedown mode, and each enemy has like a health bar. Now this is very similar to the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit game that came out a few years ago, I think like back in like 2010. This is very, very similar to that, where you can ram them a few times and then they go down. So it does take a bit of getting used to, because you obviously were just used to be able to one-hit them into anything and they die immediately, but in this they've got like a health bar you need to take down. The preview levels are very hard. It took me a very long time to platinum that. But yes, preview levels are basically just drive as fast as you can against the time limit, and I'm not very good at them. Heatwave is a game mode where you can't take down other racers, but every time you fill your boost meter, it goes to a next one, so you have to chain and chain and chain. And this was taken, I'm pretty sure, from... was it Burnout Revenge, or was it Burnout Dominator? It's very, very similar to that, but you cannot do takedowns, which I found a bit weird. Eliminator, kind of self-explanatory, don't be the last person, otherwise you die. And Survival is basically just seeing how far you can get before the time runs out. So yeah, by far my least favourites probably are Heatwave and the preview events, but I absolutely love the races and Road Rage. So what we're going to do, as I'm probably just going to go into a race here, just to show you what I mean about the rubber banding. Because in video games generally, they'll kind of have a handicap for the AI drivers, where they'll basically kind of like always be behind you. You'll never really be able to get away from them. And that's how this feels. So I'm gonna show you that now. What I will say though is that it definitely keeps the races intense. You're never letting your guard down. You're constantly thinking, right, this guy's behind me, I'm going to have to be careful here. And I actually quite like that. So yeah, it's really up to you and your preferences, but you can still do takedowns, which is amazing, and I love doing takedowns. That's the best way to do it. Also, I will say, drifting takes a bit of getting used to. Once you've got it down, it's really, really fun. Also, woohoo, jumps! One thing I will say, I wish the takedown animations were a little bit slower, possibly. Maybe slow down time a little bit more so we can see a bit more of the carnage. And maybe make them a little bit longer. I want to see the devastation that I cause with my vehicle. That's how I like my Burnout games. I know I keep referencing Burnout a lot, but that's because we haven't had a Burnout game since, what was it, 2011 was Burnout Paradise? Now, personally, I wasn't a fan of Burnout Paradise. I know, I didn't really like the open world aspect. I preferred having it set to different tracks, and Burnout 3 by far is my favourite. But yeah, we haven't really had a Burnout game in quite a few years, and it sucks because this game series is incredible, and this is basically the closest we're ever going to get unless EA ends up reviving it. We got taken down, that sucks. But I really wouldn't have a Burnout game without these people working on it, because these people are the people that made Burnout what it was. Old style Criterion is not what it used to be anymore, I don't think, and that's kind of a shame. Also, it brings up the question, why don't we see more games like this? An action racing game like this is awesome, and I really would like to see more games like it. Ah! Oh no, nearly went off. Okay, we're fine. But you see what I mean? We haven't lost these guys. I've been trying to keep up with them as best as I can, but they're always a little bit ahead. Oh, we got taken down. That's going to bring us back a couple of seconds. Okay, let's try and catch up here. We are in 5th right now. I should be able to get first on this. If I can get a bit closer, get out of my way. Oh, God. One thing that you may notice is that the damage isn't as intense as the old games were, but you've got to remember this is made by a way smaller team than obviously the fully EA published Burnout games. So you've got to take that into account, and I think that they have done a bloody fantastic job with the budget that they had. Now, of course, they have previously made other games. They made the Dangerous Golf game, which I was okay with. I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, God. See what I mean about there being destroyed cars on the road? I do actually quite like that. And it's nice that they have a little bit of smoke above them so you can kind of gauge where they're going to be. Anyway, back to my point. They made the Danger Zone series, which is basically Burnout Crash Mode. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the Crash Mode. I was always more on the races and road rage, so I never actually picked those games up. And I was really hoping that they were going to add some form of road rage into those games, and it never really happened. So yeah, this is basically all my prayers answered. This is insane. I love it. And I'm incredibly happy this exists. So to answer your question, should you buy this? Yes. If you enjoyed Burnout, then this is a no-brainer. I highly, highly recommend it. See if I can finish this race here. Now, if we look behind us, see what I mean? They're right behind me. Now, I've been boosting quite heavily, and they're still right on my tail. Now, it depends on if you like that or not, but yeah, I kind of like it. I think it adds more pressure and it adds a bit more kind of intensity to races, because you're constantly thinking, oh god, what if one overtakes me? And I've had that happen. I've had one guy like fly past me at 1,000,000 miles an hour. He's super rubber banded. I don't know what happened. He was in bloody hyperspeed. It looked bloody hilarious, if I'm completely honest, but I don't think that was actually supposed to happen. But yeah, I do find this game incredibly fun and silly, and that's most important in a video game, I think. There should be more games that we can just kind of turn our brain off and just play and enjoy for what they are. And this game does that. First place, we got a gold. So yes, those are my impressions on Dangerous Driving. Should you pick this up? Yes, if you have a PS4 or Xbox One, I highly recommend this. Of course, as I said, this is on the Epic Games Store. Now, I have my own feelings about that, and I'll probably do a video or podcast soon about that. But yeah, so it is available on there. So if you're trying to look on Steam, you will not find this yet. I'm hoping that they bring it over. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, but until next time, that's me, out. Bye, guys.